Not for the radio, NFTR, myself, Duane Jones, Posty, Chams in the building. So, we got an artist, an entrepreneur in the building also. It goes by the name of J2k. Yeah. Nah, it's cool. You can grin. Get rich and switch. Them man there.
Hey!
Them man there. Sips water.
Sipping water again.
Nah, big yourself up, man. You've been doing big things of recent. Not just the music, of course, that you're known for now. You're known for building a brand. We need to know more about it. It's called Crep Protect, but tell us how you started with it, bro.
Yeah, basically started it 4 years ago now. Just really off the back of just on the tail end of doing like all the road deep stuff. So I was touring, doing all that jazz. But basically, what it really, you know what it was, yeah. Because I'm always someone that looks into opportunities in it outside of what I was doing, like be it the music, yeah. So this was just another one of those things, innit? Like my ex-partner who I used to work with, we just always used to be like, you know, kind of got our heads down trying to figure out just new things to do, innit? Like I've got interest outside of music, innit?
Yeah.
So I was always trying to do something. This was just another one of those things, and it was a thing where with the music, you know, I always feel there's an expiry date to it. Do you get me? So it's like, not to say I felt like I was expiring at that point, but it's like I'm someone that needs security in it. I can't be running around just, you know what I mean, like I used to. So it was just a thing where, like, you know, it was just another thing that came out, you know, another opportunity to get into something. So I was literally just, I had some money, like off the back of my publishing deal that I got, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of dwindling away as well. Do you get me? So the money kind of dwindles. You know what it's like? You're at the top of the tree. You're getting bookings. Everything's lovely. But then there's a day when it slows down. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, I thought, okay, let me just use my little money to get me to develop this idea that we got. Do you get what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
All right. So you're one of the key members of Roll Deep. Obviously, we had the general in, Wiley. We didn't ask him the question. What happened to Roll Deep?
Nothing really. Do you know what it was? It weren't nothing happened. It just kind of phased out, phased away. Nothing. There was no like sit down. There was no argument. There was no fallout. It just kind of phased out off of the back of the last little run that we was on. Do you get what I'm saying? It was just like enough's enough now. Do you get what I'm saying? As a collective, and even that wasn't said. But it's just kind of ended up that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was busy doing what I was doing anyway with this, because while I was doing that, I was hustling Crep Protect as well as, you know what I'm saying, I was using opportunities that I had, the places where I was going to, showcase my new stuff. Do you get what I mean? So I was doing that. So then this started picking up even more. Do you get what I mean? So I just naturally just cracked on with the work there. Certain man just cracked on with their, like Flow Down, Manga. They were doing their solo works and stuff like that. Target's always DJing, he's got his show. Danny, and then you know, rest of the man then was just, I don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't even see man, to be honest. You get what I'm saying?
Have you officially retired then from music?
Me? Nah, I've never said that, and I've never thought that. But it's just time, innit? Like, I've just literally been working. So them 4 years have flown past as well. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like I didn't even realise I hadn't made music in so long. It was literally one day I was like, bro, like, I had to look back at one of my last videos, because the last stuff I put out was like a tune called Fresh, like the LL Cool J EP. I was like, I'm thinking it's the other day, you know what I'm saying? And I looked, I was like, bro, a few years ago, I was like, fuck it, no. I need to start doing some work. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I've got this to do, and there's so much workload with this. It's just like, okay, cool, let me just do what I need to do in it.
It seems like the cans are in every trainer shop that you can buy it from. That's a lot of money. Innit? What do you think?
I'm telling you, and it's not cheap either. It's not.
Like, if I was getting like, I don't know, like £1 from it, it's like the RRP is like £10, innit? If I got £1 from every can sold, and they were all around the country in every trainer shop,
not just
that's
in
a lot of
country
pounds.
Do you think?
I think it's a lot of pounds.
Right.
Does this bring you more kind of like joy and happiness than the music, would you say? Because obviously, like, you know, you've been a chart topper and you've been at the forefront of like underground music as well. So you've done your bit in music, but now obviously you're a retail don, so to speak. Like, does it bring you more joy than the music?
It brings different joy. If you get what I'm saying, like nothing can bring the joy of what music does. You get what I'm saying? Like everything has its different joy. Sex has a different joy for me. Music and this, it's just a different one, innit? With this, I find that it unlocks something that I've already had. Like I think we've all got things in us. We've all done what we've done for so many years. You get what I'm saying? Like we've learned this trick. Like we've learning. We always get into stuff, and it's like I never went to school or college and studied marketing and PR and things like that. But being in the music industry so long and being an unsigned artist for the vast majority of it, do you get what I'm saying? And just learning how to hustle and just having to get out there and do what you have to do. Just applied that to this, do you know what I'm saying? And I surprised myself, and we all surprised like what we actually know in terms of marketing and things like that, and how forward thinking we are and how valuable our brain and our ideas are, do you get what I'm saying? Because you learn that companies, to do what I have done with this product so far, it's like companies will pay silly money for someone, or they're employing companies to do these jobs, you get what I'm saying? In terms of marketing and getting it out there like that. So it's like getting the satisfaction of seeing it on the shelves in every store, like you say, and things like that. It's like, rah, it's mad, you get what I'm saying? And then just what that leads to after that, just the ideas that I then get into after that, like the charity stuff and do you know what I mean? Just certain different activations, like it's an accomplishment.
You mentioned, sorry to cut you off, you mentioned an ex-partner. You also mentioned that obviously you didn't go to college or school or anything for this kind of business. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What actually happened then, for people that don't know, like the different struggles of coming up in business or whatever? Right. Is there a story why he's an ex-partner? Because I know I wouldn't be an ex of anything like this. Yeah. By choice. You know, do you know what I'm saying? So what happened?
It's mad, you know what it is? It's mad. People he basically wanted to make his own brand. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's like, alright, cool.
Of the same product?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the same kind of thing, wanted to go. I don't know. I just probably wasn't happy or whatever. I don't know what it was, but yeah, he's gone off and done that, and you know.
I was going to say that you have got some competition in that world, but where do you rank now in terms of sales and visibility, or in that world?
Number one. Yeah, still.
In the world?
Yeah.
Really?
Nah,
it's believable though, because it is.
No.
It's international now, right?
Yeah. To be completely honest, I don't know. But since I've come out with this, there's been a ton of companies starting their own stuff now, doing exactly, because you gotta remember, shoe sprays have been out in the world before. You remember when you used to go Foot Locker, they used to try to say that dead spray or whatever, you didn't really care about it. But it's like, but this is what I'm saying, like, it's like the marketing, you know, the brain that we have, do you get what I'm saying, that we've used to kind of leverage this product. It's like, man's made it cool, this is our thing, innit? I'm the demographic, innit? So I know how to sell this. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I know what people want to see. I know what you want to see. I know what you want to see, because you and me, innit? We're the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So, like, because it's me doing this, it's like I understand the market. So, like, even the way it started, it's like, okay, so when we developed this product now, and it was just in a white can, it's like, okay, cool. This is like magic. Do you get what I'm saying? Like when I was showing people when it was just like in a white can, it wasn't even labeled or branded yet. It's like people will lose their mind in it. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, right, like people actually enjoy. You know what I mean? It's like, so the way I would then promote this now is like, I'll do everything off of my phone. I was literally making all the videos on my phone, editing, doing all these little things, finding apps to do this and do that on. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because for one, I thought, you know, people want to see the reels as well. They don't want to. You might not necessarily want to see the glossy video right now because, and all cuts and edits in the video. I want to show you exactly what it does directly from a camera phone, in my house, in the sink. Do you get what I'm saying? Dirty dishes in there. It's real, innit? Like I literally just did it live, innit? So I would do these kind of things, and that's what kind of gravitated to people and what people kind of like thought, rah, this is the real deal. Do you get what I'm saying? So like those kind of things there, it's like that's what kind of grabbed people, and then the ketchup test, the notorious ketchup test that we do. Like we do that for everything now. There was no company doing these things before. Do you get what I'm saying? And showcasing it like that, putting it on the net, going viral, making Instagram videos. You know, doing all these things. You know what I mean? Attaching my lifestyle to this can. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so where my background comes from, all the musicians, all my fellow. Do you get one people that's, you know, co-signing the brand and making it cool? Do you get what I'm saying? Because that was my aim as well. It's like, we've got this can, what differentiates it from the others? Do you get what I'm saying? For one, yes, it's a better solution in there. But two, it's like the lifestyle that comes with this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to use it. You're going to use it. Do you get what I'm saying? People that follow you are going to use it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you're only into cool shit. Man, trust your vision. Do you get what I'm saying? And your vision. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's just a whole different thing. It's a whole different lane, and it's so clear to me when I see these companies come out and the way their tactic in trying to promote their brand now. It's like, where was you 4 years ago?
But are you not the leading one in the UK for sure? Surely. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, but that's going to happen. When you're a trailblazer, obviously people are going to come behind you and
you know
copy the
and
style.
The thing
and
is,
whatever.
I used to get annoyed and like, what's man doing? But, you know, at the end of the day, you can't stop people from doing what they want to do, and they have every right to do it. But what I did have a problem with, and what I do still have a problem with, is certain companies like really trying to badmouth my product,
like
and my
who?
brand. Like I'm not gonna give them no life on the show, but. It's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've heard it with my own ears. Like, it's like, rah, man, they're really going out their way to try and slander my brand.
How can you slander the brand now? I mean,
like literally,
it does what it does.
There was one company saying, like, or co-signing, like people that's co-signing a guy that was saying that I use their product in my videos. Like, so basically, this their product I'm using on the shoes. I'm like, seriously, like, that's so petty. You get what I'm saying? Like, just stuff like that. But then even down to like stealing the keywords, like Crep Protect for their company. So when you type in Crep Protect, their company's coming up on your Googles, or, you know, it's like all of this, and you're thinking, right, you're supposed to be a professional outfit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and it's clear to me, and it's bait when I also see these companies. They're like, because, you know, this is branded in a way where it's we understand it, we get it, it's cool. Like, certain companies are branded in, this is where I know they don't even understand what they're doing. They just got their product and they're looking at what's really going on with this and what's popping and what's fresh. And like, okay, we need to do that. Not even understanding that don't even fall in line with your brand guidelines. I can look at your product and know where your thing is supposed to be situated and how you're supposed to do your thing. But it's not like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I look at your thing and that looks like it's supposed to be sold in a chemist or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, your angle's different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
let's talk about your actual music career. Let's start from someone like the early beginnings. I feel like you was quite close to Crazy Titch.
Yeah.
He didn't really seem like he could be friends with like regular MCs that much. Like, you never really saw him with anyone apart from maybe Goods or Dougs at the time. Really. Yeah. So tell me about how you guys met and how your relationship grew to the point where it almost seemed that you guys were a duo, and obviously you had the alliance thing going on. Why were you the guy that, you know, he used to roll with, etc., etc.?
You know, we just.
How did you meet, first of all?
We met basically, so like my good brethren, I'm good brethren there, like from my area, their family. So he's cousins with my good brethren. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was like Napa, 03. So I always knew of Titch in it, for them, but obviously he was my brethren's cousin anyway as well. So it was really Napa though where we really linked, and you get me, kicked it off. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like we just literally linked on a banter kind of vibe. We both, like, if you know me, I was pretty troublesome back in the day, like, you know.
There was blatantly a fight happened.
And he was he's the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in a good way. So, we would just catch bare jokes together, do you know what I'm saying? Like, share the same kind of humour. At the same time, kind of being different though, do you get me? Because he was more of an animated kind of guy. I'm more cooler, do you get what I'm saying? I'm more relaxed, but we had the same, we met in the middle somewhere, do you get what I mean? So it really kind of kicked off from there. Napa 03. And then we just rolled hard, like, from then, do you get what I'm saying? We just kind of clicked, do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, literally from there.
Was you at the You wasn't at the roof when it kicked off with Dizzy, was you?
Nah,
That was probably
I wasn't
a
there. That
lot
was before.
after.
No, that was
before. Sorry, that's what I mean.
You know what? The funny thing is that I actually so with that kicked off, and it's mad because you know everybody like knows everyone knew each other indirectly or directly. You know what I'm saying? Or you was a friend of a friend. Like you got beef, but your bridging is his bridging or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was whatever. But so I remember anyway. So what was it? It must have been the day after or something. These times there used to be Hackney Market. I was driving. I don't know what idiot car I was driving, but I also see Dizzy on Devon's. So I actually took Dizzy to link Titch after when they squashed it, but no one didn't see that. It wasn't really documented or nothing like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So they actually squashed that pretty straight after. Do you get what I'm saying?
Who was there when it was squashed?
It was just us three. Oh shit, I think was Red Rum there. Do you remember an MC called Red Rum?
I think you used to make music with him or something. His
Back
name sounds
in
familiar.
the
Yeah,
day,
he was like from Northwest or something.
Nah, he's from East. He's from mine.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I
know Graham.
Yeah. Northwest.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think I was with him. But I remember they took Dizzy to go and link him. They linked in Hackney Market. They were in the back of the car. I just left them to it, and they were just talking it out, innit, and just whatever.
Well, you lot actually left them two in the back of the car?
Yeah.
And you thought it was okay?
I can't remember if he was there, if Red One was there or not. I think he might have been there, or it was just me, maybe. But man left them in the car, and they just spoke it out, innit, like adults. Do you get what I'm saying? And then yeah, that was that really.
And then it kind of kicked off again.
It did, yeah. It kicked off again after that, but the reaction after the roof, it simmered off. You get me?
Yeah. So let's talk about rolling with him, like how things panned out and all that kind of stuff. Like, how often do you speak to him now and things of that nature?
Yeah, I speak to him quite regularly still. Do you know what? It was his birthday this week. I went to see him about a month ago. Me, Gets, CJ went up there. Went to go and see him. Yeah, he's cool, man. He's bare weight and that, but yeah, he's cool. He's always in good spirits. That's the one thing with him, and he's sharp as a pencil, bro. You get
what was one of the funniest moments with him that you can remember while he was here? It could be
when he paid the taxi man, the cab man, 5 pence or something.
Obviously he done that. That's what I'm saying. There was bare moments. You get what I'm saying? Like you could imagine. There was so many moments with him. But I remember one time when we was in Napa, and then what was his name, man? What was his name? One MC. Yeah. So he was sleep. Everybody was sleeping, but he was like everybody was coached up in one room, innit? He was sleeping by the slider door thing, though. Do you get me? So like I'd come round to come check the man because obviously I was staying somewhere else. So I come and he was up. So we was like we come out of the hotel. We climbed up like we scaled like the side of the hotel. Like we must have got the imac, you know, like the shaving. You know what them girls use? You know what they use, innit?
Yeah.
And
hair removal cream.
Hair removal cream. So we just scaled the building now and then like opened the door like because his head was right there. It was just rubbing the hair removal cream in his head, innit?
Oh my god.
Like,
bro, this is an MC.
Yeah. What's his name, bro? What's his name? So we was rubbing the hair removal cream in his
head. That's not even funny.
Were you lot friends with him, like, to do it to him, or you just...
Yeah. Obviously, it wasn't like a stranger, like MC man didn't know. It was banter, innit? It's just jokes, innit? So rubbed it in his head, and then obviously as the day was going on, like, it was kind of fading, getting a bit patchy in areas, and he was just getting stressed about it. It was probably the most hilarious thing we did on that island. But I know there was bad things with the other things.
What I do remember is, as well, obviously, you two were in the middle of the famous Gets and Bashy class. Talk to us about that day.
Do you know what? Everyone's all blessed now, but yeah, that was an interest. Do you know what we was there? We know what was even there for. We was all there for Mr. Wong shoot. You know, that's what it was that day.
Mr. Wong back on the scene.
Man,
Big up Wong.
I saw that. Anyway, yeah, so we was all there on them sunny days, whatever.
It was in Peckham.
It was in Peckham, and I don't know, bro. I can't remember how it started. Obviously, we seen how it was panning out, and they were having a little clash, and then Bashy was just being bare cheeky in it, like whatever. He was pushing it. Bashy had come by himself though, like he turned up on his own. Like obviously we're there, everybody kind of knows each other in it. So I was thinking, boy, this boy's gonna catch a box in a minute. You know, I think he's gonna batter him in a minute or something. He's man. You get what I'm saying? It might just kick off him, man. It might just get a bit much for him. I was thinking, well, let's see how this pans out. So he just kept going though. He kept going free, weren't caring. You know what I mean? He was letting Gets have it. Gets was letting him have it. And then obviously, you know, man, them being man, then we do the loud laugh and that to make sure, you know, it's really felt what man was saying. You know, you're doing all them. So yeah, it was just that, and then Gets bit. So like, obviously, he didn't like, you know, I mean, man crossed the line for, according to him anyway, and then that was that, and then obviously started a little pushing and shoving thing. I thought, okay, see what happens here. I heard Bashi does karate or something at these times, so something like that I heard. And I thought, okay, might have a couple kicks. So, yeah, like literally, you see how it panned out. Nothing else really
That's
happened.
what you was thinking at the time?
It kind of moved up. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I was
thinking, well, he might have a couple kicks in that, you know what I mean?
All right.
So,
but anyway.
And then, yeah, nothing happened at the end. It moved off of there, and like, it was all going downstairs. It was tense for a minute, not just where you saw it on the camera, do you get me? It moved from there and it was, you know.
It looked like Titch had instigated the whole thing, because on
camera
saying? He was like, I told you wrong with me today, or
so
something like that.
Titch was being Titch as well and doing that thing to make man feel like they needed to do more. So,
if he was out today, what do you think his position would be now in terms of music?
Well, it's hard to tell. I mean,
You think he'd be rapping or still doing grime? What do you think?
Nah, he'll be doing grime. I mean, we was all like, at that time, we was kind of juggling in it as well. Like, you know, you might step on a little hip hop beat that was a bit faster or whatever. But nah, he's definitely grime was his thing in it. He had a style in it that was kind of tailored to grime more than anything. Do you know what I mean? So he would have been doing that. I mean, it's you could say, yeah, he would have been the top guy. A lot of man wouldn't been, you know what I mean, been able to live. But who knows, man?
He definitely would have been one of the top guys.
No, for sure. Like, I mean, the things that was like on the table, even at that point, for him and for us. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it was mad.
Hypo recently came up here. He said grime was created by idiots. What's your opinion on that?
Oh, mate, I know Hypo, man. He's a funny guy, man. I mean, I don't know. I actually creased when I saw that. I creased, and what do I think about that? I don't know why. I don't know. Did you ask him why he thought that?
No, I was pretty taken back by the statement, and then I realized I didn't question him afterwards. I was like, raw.
Yeah, like, you ain't talking to me, but I don't know. The way he probably sees it is like.
But wouldn't you have said that if he was going to talk to anyone, he would have been talking to the people? Because you know him, right?
Yeah.
So it would have been more about the people that he knows.
Nah, I don't know. Nah. Definitely not.
Not necessarily to you, but...
But I'm there. I'm not saying he's even thinking about man when he said that. But what I'm saying is, it's like, I don't think he was necessarily thinking of who he knows personally. Do you get what I mean? But I mean, he can make that assumption because maybe, I don't know, he feels like there's a lot of wicked chat within, you know, certain man's bars, and there's not a lot of backstory to any of it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Did you enjoy the commercial music that you released with Roll Deep, or was that something? How did you find that? Because obviously, well, it felt obvious that some of it was strategic.
Yeah, do you know, bro, it was pure accident. Do you get what I mean? Like, the first tune came out, and that was like, it was mad because that first tune got signed on its own.
What was that first tune?
Good Times.
Good Times, yeah.
So that got signed. That got done somewhere. I wasn't even there when that got made. So that got made. Literally off the back of, I don't even know what. I think, man, you know what it is, like, especially when Wiley will come around, you know, they would experiment with certain things. These times Wiley was travelling up and down the country. He's always in Manchester, whatever. He's always checking out new producers and whatever. So he's bucked into this. I think his name Darwood or whatever he was. Name was. You know, he had vibes. Do you get what I'm saying? Man's probably thinking, okay, this is a vibe. We could probably do something on this. You get what I'm saying? So he's obviously got certain man involved, whoever was on it. It's got a deal, and then it's gone number one just from nowhere. Because literally before that, it was like a slow period for Roll Deep anyway. Like man was trying to be like, I literally joined Roll Deep because I went there to go and get some beats, because before that I wasn't doing nothing. Like I was a bit inactive myself. I was just doing other stuff. I was not focused on music. I was just doing stuff that was not productive. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, right, I need to get back into the vibe of doing some music. So I decided at that point, okay, let me get back in the studio and do stuff. So I was just hitting up producers. I went and hit up Danny and Target for beats at the studio. And literally at that point they were like, "Rah, why don't you just join? Why don't you come join Roll Deep? We're looking to be like, we need some good MCs. You get what I'm saying? We need to kind of revamp this thing." And obviously I'm local innit. Like I've always known them man anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? I just never did music with them like that. Do you get what I mean? I was always establishing myself. I've been asked to come in Roll Deep from before that period. Like, why do you know what I mean? Would always be asking me to consider coming into the thing, but I was always adamant I need to establish myself in it, and that's what I was doing. That's what I had done to that point. Do you get what I'm saying? I was J2k before anything. Do you get what I'm saying? I still am. But at that point, I was just like, okay, cool. Now it'd be good because none of my friends MC in it. Nobody MCs. That's what I'm saying. When I'm not doing music, I'm just with people that are not doing that. Do you get what I mean? So, and whatever we're doing. But I need, as a musician, you need that vibe in it. So you sometimes need to be around people that are doing music in it. So I went there to go and get beats. He's like, "Oh, come, why don't you join?" I'm like, At first I was like, you get me? So I was like, okay, these are my terms, you get me? Like, I still need to be doing J2k. I'm not going to just fall in and just be, do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing my stuff. So I'm going to take these beats, I'm going to be working on my bits. Yeah, I'll do the Roll Deep works, that's there. If we got works for man, say if we do that. And that's what it was, and then, so we do, making the regular stuff, grind, blah, 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 blah. And then this tune's just come out as nowhere, do you get what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't even there, and then it's been signed. Because Whitey moves mad, you get what I'm saying? So he's got it signed or whatever. And so next minute it's gone number one. So label now want more of them records, innit? Man, we ain't got them more of them records, you get what I'm saying? Like that was just like a one-off thing, you get what I'm saying? And it worked. Because at that point, what you can't forget is that at that time, everyone was trying to do their one little pop tune, you get what I'm saying? Like enough man was frowning on it or trying to say, oh yeah. But enough of them man, they were making their pop tune. It didn't do nothing in it, so it was easy to tuck away and act like it never happened in it. It's kind of a gift and a curse. You get what I'm saying? Like this man tried their one and it bust. Do you get what I'm saying? So label were looking for a next one now, and it's like, rah, we ain't got a next one. So man, just literally have to go and make one. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Made one.
Was that green light?
Huh?
Was that green light?
Yeah. Then it went number one again, and it's like, rah. This is mad, like, this is easy. So, like, just gone and done that. Spit at 8 bar, you got a number one, safe. And then it's just like, rah, this is mad. But then, because then what everyone's aim is at that point, 'cause you know what our music is, you know what we grew up on and what we do. Our thing is, okay, we do one of these, we can get through the door with it, and then we bring our thing in. That's what everybody's aim was, innit? No one's aim was to go and do pop runs. Do you get what I mean? But that's what I say is like the gift and the curse. Like, so it's bust now. The label want another one of those. You're thinking, rah, I thought it was going to bring this stuff in, make another one. Boom, it goes number one again. It's like, rah. So there's no time for your stuff to come in now. They're not even trying to hear that from you. It's like, what? You do this, you need to make this again. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's when, for me, it's like, nah, do you get what I mean? And it's like, I'm not loving this now, do you get what I'm saying? This is not what, it's cool in the fact of like, rah, you're just running around the country with a bunch of man them. Like, you don't really get to do that. You see other artists, they're on their ones, the little solo run that they're on. You're just ramping for like a good year and getting paid to ramp around, you get what I'm saying? Up and down the country.
And was it always fun? Because I know obviously you lot are running up and down, but there's quite a lot of you, so there's and you lot all kind of have quite big personalities. So how was that?
Yeah, nah, it's cool. It was never like, there was never no stress. There was never no like, there was one or two, but that's normal. Just, you know what I mean? Nothing that was crazy, but for the majority of the part, 99% of the time, it was just ramping around, getting paid to ramp, run up and down the country, do your 1-2 tunes, get paid, bounce. Do you get what I'm saying? And that was that. And then like, but at the same time, man's making the tunes that we do, innit? We're making this stuff, but I ain't trying to hear that. It's not even no space, no time for it to even cut through. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not really. My brain don't work like this. I've got things to say. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I like to put my things together differently. Do you get what I mean? Like what that wasn't work for man. I'll do an 8 bar. I can do that in you know what I mean? 5 minutes. Do you get what I'm saying? And then go. That's not artistic for me. Do you get what I mean? So at that point, I was just Do you think
Roll Deep is the best grime crew ever? Would you say, in your opinion, if you had to speak honestly on it?
The best grime crew ever. Yeah, possibly. You know, obviously we're in a time now where Boy Better Know are the best, but over a long period of time and for what at the period of time that we came at, do you know what I'm saying? Because Roll Deep was at the beginning, innit? The beginning. And through a lot of it, do you get what I'm saying? Roll Deep are like the first crew to do a lot of the things first. So you can learn from Roll Deep, from the successes and from the things that didn't go right. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's always gonna take someone to play that role in it, and that's what Roll Deep's role was. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's hard to say because you had to go through everything to learn to then teach, not like we're teaching, but whoever's coming out now and after or whatever during can see. Do you get what I'm saying? You can see what to do and what not to do. Do you know what I mean?
So what was the highlight of all of that? Like you said, obviously, like the pop music got on your nerves a little bit. Like, what was your mixtape series called again?
Heat in the Streets.
Heat in the Streets. Yeah, that was cold. That made a lot of noise.
Yeah, like that was like literally the first of its kind at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? At that time, an MC's route was to get on the radio. Yeah. Which was not easy all the time, unless you was with someone or something, or you was really that popping. And then from there, get your name big, do raves. Do you get what I'm saying? And then maybe press up some vinyls. Do you get what I'm saying? My thing was different. Like I did come up doing the radio and that, but like I said, I had bars in it. Like I wasn't really doing no one-line flows, and do you get what I'm saying? And I had the big shouty, hooky rhymes. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I was saying stuff in it. Like I was in and out of the beats. I was in pockets and doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I realised at the raves.
You saying he's in pockets first, yeah?
I was doing pockets all the time.
But yeah, you was at the raves.
There's no doubt about that. But yeah, like, but the raves, I loved going to raves and doing them, but it wasn't me completely. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't me like that. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of MCs with a lot less ability that can make more impact in a rave. And for me, it's like, this don't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And, I appreciate what you do, but this is what I do. So my thing was songs. Do you get what I'm saying? Song formats and whatever. So that's why TNT took me in and I started doing the Heat in the Street series. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, Heat in the Streets was literally my first songs. Like, it wasn't even like I had a bag of tunes before that. Like, those were it. Do you get what I mean? And that just happened. And, put it on a CD. And then, at that point, no one had CDs. No one was making CDs. If you had a CD, you was signed. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll go Rhythm Division. The only CD on the shelf was Boy in the Corner. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So my thing was just alongside that. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was almost a big deal. So it looked like a big deal to a lot of people, innit? But really, I was just still learning. And just, you get what I'm saying? It just took the vision of TNT to say, look, yeah, like, I see what you do in it. So, like, come in. Like, he just took me in it and really kind of honed in on what I like to do.
What was it like being compared to Wiley? Because a lot of people at a certain period before you completely defined yourself, I would say.
Yeah, no, it
said,
was.
You sound like Wiley. Was that tough?
It would be annoying because obviously like it's a tone thing, innit? Like, we're from the same area as well, so a lot of people talk like that. Do you get what I'm saying? As well as, so it was it'd be like mad because I would try it, like, because if you're saying it, it's one thing to get annoyed, but you have to take it on board and think, well, what's happening that people thinking it sounds like? So, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make sure I'm doing things completely different from him. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, I would rap more. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? I'll say, you know what I mean? I'll try and do more bars than, do you know what I mean? Like, Wiley has got more, like, he had more of like a catchy flow. Do you know what I'm saying? Or even he would do the one line kind of bits here and there.
Did you know each other before you was rapping?
Yeah. I'm like, we're from the same area, innit?
So-
like, I used to work with different people, though. Do you get what I'm saying? So I knew them over there, but I wasn't from over there.
Do you think that maybe was like something that was like a shadow over you, that people thought you was like Wiley, and you had to actually put extra in to make sure that you defined your own lane?
Was that a shadow? Yeah, it was definitely something that
You wanted to get rid of, kind of.
listen to and take in and say, okay, cool. If that's what you're thinking, that's not an intention of any of us to sound similar. It's your vibe, but like content wise, definitely ain't saying the same things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the way I'm putting my shit together was different. Do you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. So I just had to work harder. Do you know what I'm saying? I just had to work harder, do more. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you know what everybody said about Wiley's unreliable, so I'm making sure I'm doing everything as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's just how I am anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I'll make extra time to be staying in studios, doing what I have to do. Do you know what I mean?
Let's talk about how the fact that you two have still maintained, like, because that would normally drift two people away maybe instead of bring them close together. But I feel like you and Wiley have had a great relationship for a long time.
Yeah, it's never been a problem with us.
Yeah.
With us two, no, we've never had a problem with
Jay, there must have been a point in A-list where you thought, okay, well, this is spiraling out of control, because the members really did start to get out of hand. There was so many. What was the point for you where you just thought, okay, enough's enough?
Do you know what it was? It started getting a bit mad when, like, there was like, obviously with all artists that are there off of merit, like, you know, we're known to do our stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? And then like then there was this girl called Heather Jane, like she came into the mode, like didn't know anything about it other than she looked nice in it. Like,
Do you reckon someone was? That's what you're saying.
Heather Jane is peng though. I follow her on
She's
Instagram.
very peng.
She's a very good looking girl, do you get what I'm saying? But
It's
I was
understandable,
all
man.
about what we're doing and work. Like I wasn't there to mess about, do you get what I'm saying? Same thing I did, Miss Bratt used to get on my nerves as well, do you get what I'm saying? Because like I'm seeing man putting money to his thing, like as far as studio time. And we're talking big boy studios, you know, like £1,000 a day, them kind of studios, you get what I'm saying?
Also, it was that serious. A-list was that serious to the point where you was having.
Man was putting money into that, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, well, just to work, you know what I'm saying? Not it wasn't made out, oh, it's some serious deal, we need to do. But the studios here work in it. Like if you're here to work, you work in it, and and that's all I was there to do. You get me? Work, set pace, you know, sit here, you got a ton of man and gal here, like all, you know, soul searching. It's like, well, come on, we need a you know what I mean? So like shit like that would annoy me sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like you got gal over there just you streaming, and it's like, do you know what I mean? You're trying to build up your following, but what about the lyrics though? Do you get what I'm saying? Like when it comes to spitting the bars and that, you can't put your bars together. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and this is not personal. I'm cool with all these people now. Do you know what I'm saying? We're cool, but at that point, I had enough. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'll be like, yo, such ain't pulling no weight, bro. What's the point in them being here? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said, you're you streaming. I don't know, God knows what you're doing over there, but it's like I'm not here to mess around. So yeah, like I used to get annoyed in the situation like that because I could see the potential in it and I wanted it to work. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was just there was a lot of just pissing about and just people just dragging their feet. Do you get what I'm saying? Trying to really like I don't know. They were already in the mode of what it could be rather than in the work mode and getting it there. Do you know what I mean?
So you're very much about like getting in a studio, recording, just getting the job done.
Yeah, well, I mean vibes, and you know what I mean, get your vibes how you need to get your vibes, but do it though. Do you know what I mean?
So what was obviously Wiley's passionate about finding people, bringing people together. He's passionate about working as well. So did you lot meet? Did you lot clash heads at any stage because of this? Like, or did you lot? I know you guys had a few fallouts anyway because you're both quite strong characters.
No, I never like had no argument over who he was bringing in or anything like that. No. Like Wiley's got a good ear, and I trust his ear. If he, you know what I mean, if he generally thinks someone's good, they probably are good. Do you get what I'm saying? Or for whatever reason, I might not see it straight away, but you know, eventually you see it. You get me? He's got a good ear.
I know that you and Wiley fell out at least once. What were the reasons behind that?
The reason behind that, Yeah, it was like, you know what it is? Didn't like the way a man come on the phone to me in it, and it was like, yeah, it was just like, nah, I'm not one of them. Not one of them. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but basically, what it was is like, what was it? As a tune I did for my EP. Basically, he didn't. Long story short, he didn't like his vocal on it and how it was on it. In it, my argument was, but you've been sitting with the tune for time. Do you get what I'm saying? So now that it's out, why have you got a problem? Like, why are you making this problem? So basically, he's rang me like, nah, I'll take the tune off. These times it's on iTunes already, you know. I was like, nah, I'll take my verse off. Like, how? How do you take the verse off? It's gone, innit? But,
what tune was that?
It was called Ladies Now, something like that. I think that's what it was called. I think it was that tune. Yeah, so he was like, yeah, nah, you gotta take that off. You better take that off. And then, what did he say? Something about lawyers. I was like, lawyers? Are you who are you talking to? Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, but like, I was more upset at that, and that you said lawyers to me. Like, you can't, like, we're bros in it. Like, you can't mention lawyers to me. Like, if you got an argument with a thing, I don't know. Like, cause I don't even know how you can sort that. Cause to me, it's on iTunes. I don't know how you fix that. If there's a way to fix it, just fix it, innit? Like, my thing is, I don't not want to fix it. My first argument is like, well, you've had the tune for ages. Like, how come you never said anything for months? Do you know what I mean?
What was wrong with the verse?
He said it was off. That it was slightly off. Do you get what I'm saying? So
that's understandable then.
No, it's understandable. But what I'm saying is, you've had it for ages. So, and you haven't said anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, well, okay, so I'm listening to it, and because it was off from before, I remember, and we fixed it, but obviously it wasn't fixed enough to his standards, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it was. So, but again, he had the tune in it, so I was like, okay, cool. So it's gone out, it's on iTunes, rare. And it's like, the way man was talking, it's like, bruv, I said, like, I shouldn't even be getting it, because it's you know, we're blessed now, whatever, but it's like, I was driving to the airport, I was going on holiday. I said, I'll turn this car around now. Where are you? Do you get what I'm saying? It was that conversation now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, come on then. It was, you get me? It was
I heard Wiley doesn't really back down as well, though, when
dumb.
it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, he's always up for it, or back in the day he was.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, you can be up for it, but, you get me? You know what I mean? So what? But everyone can be up for it. This is not supposed to be derogatory in any way, do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is old, long time, and we're blessed, and it's whatever, now we speak. But at that point, that's the only time we fell out and had an argument over something, innit? Like, he felt a way about something, I felt a way. But the thing is, my thing was like, well, if it can be sorted, let's sort it. But I don't know how to sort it. You probably know better than me. But instead of like mentioning or coming up with suggestions how to do that, you talking about lawyers and that. I'm like, what? Do you get what I'm saying? It's more surprising than anything. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but that's whatever. That blew over. It was nothing. Do you get what I mean?
So obviously you had like lots of highs with Roll Deep, loads of number ones rolling in. You lot were touring and stuff. I'll get to that in a minute. But what were your biggest highs as J2k
One thing is, I remember I saw a Dot Rotten interview, and he said, so I just always wanted to.
Oh yeah, he said you drove past him while he was waiting for Wiley's.
And you reported back to Wiley, like, yeah, he's there.
Is this you mad or something? Like, I was thinking, why is my name in this interview? First of all, like, it's got nothing to do. Like, I don't know anything to do with Uzot's situation. I never knew what Uzot's beef was or whatever. But to mention man in the breath of like man might have sent me to go and see where man is. I'm like, who gets sent anywhere? Me gets sent anywhere. Like, nah,
so you definitely didn't drive past him. Oh, you might have drove past him, but you didn't get sent
I
to.
didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Yeah, even if I did, I don't know. I would never know. Like, so it was just like, that was mad to me.
Why was you driving past though, fam?
Because that's my ends in it, obviously. I'll be driving around. So yeah, that was strange to me. It's like, I just felt, why did you do that? Don't mention me in that kind of vein in that story. You get me? It's not.
So back to my question, Jay.
So yeah, go on.
What was your biggest high as J2k? Like, what was your biggest achievement?
For me, just as a solo artist.
Yeah.
I I don't know, you know, like there was a lot of I've done a lot of stuff early. Like I got to go on like national tours. I was doing like Adidas adverts and shit. Like this was way before like I was even developed as an artist or even like ready. Like I wasn't. Do you know what I mean? I was still like honing in on my skills and.
Do you think you did too much too early?
Nah, I don't think you can do too much too early. But there was opportunities there presented and that I took early. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't think I was necessarily ready at that point because I was just new to the industry. I don't know I don't know nothing about industry. I wasn't interested in the industry. I just know how to make tunes and music and I was just trying to get better at doing that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I was being exposed to all this stuff, politics and all this stuff, going on tours, like massive tours, like around the country, and a big old coach with my name on it. Like obviously it was a Gemma Fox tour. I wasn't headlining nothing, but I got a name on the coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this was all new to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff like I said, that's adverts.
And how did they come about?
That was just literally just through like the Heat in the Streets mixtapes. At that point, I was the guy. I was the new. Do you get what I'm saying? The Heat on the street. I was the new breed. I was the new blood that was making noise on the road. In the labels as well, they were all hearing about me. The CD was getting passed around. You know what I'm saying? A&Rs were knowing who I was. You know what I'm saying? So Gemma Fox, who was an artist at the time, she was signed to Polydor for some massive deal. And so you know what it's like. You get who's the hot guy on the roads to come and open up, validate, and whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was just literally her opening act on the tour, just through being, you know what I mean, having the mixtape out and making noise for myself. That's how I got that. And then like things just kind of transpired naturally. Like the tune her single that I was on with her wasn't even supposed to be me. Jules Santana was originally on it. And then for whatever reason, he couldn't shoot the video or whatever. So they decided to just take him off and put me on. No, I think they kept him on a version, but for a release sake, they put me on the video and I put me on the single and the video and whatever. So that just happened naturally because I was on tour and, you know, just made sense for them at that point. Yeah, and then like Adidas stuff, obviously at that point, Adidas was feeling, man. Do you get what I'm saying? But the thing is, I always, like, Adidas was my brand anyway. Like, I loved Adidas, and I was used to follow my uncles. They wore Adidas. So that was just like, rah, cool. So I'm getting dressed and whatever. And just things, you know, it's like, it just snowballs for a little bit, innit? Like, just opportunities are coming for you, do you know what I mean?
How many pairs of trainers do you own? Sorry, seeing as you just mentioned that Adidas
trainers,
stuff.
I don't know, you know, like, I got loads of shoes, man, but, like, I'm starting to get rid of a lot now because I was just hoarding, do you get what I'm saying? I got enough shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got enough shoes. I mean, it's ridiculous because it's like, I was even the other day I was thinking, right, like this month, I've bought bare shoes. I don't even know why. Like it's just habit because I travel a lot as well. Like you know, you see things and you think, right, it's either cheaper there or I ain't seen this back home yet. You know, just a usual thing. So I'm picking stuff up. Like I ain't even ready to wear it yet. Do you get what I'm saying? I haven't thought about how I'm gonna wear it yet. So I was just looking at all these shoes. Yesterday I was like, I bought about 20 pairs of shoes. Like already, just there. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just like. There's loads. There's enough shoes. Like it takes up everything. The yard, my office, everything.
That's hard. Are you would you say that you're getting up there with like the collectors now that you're? Nah. Are you not there?
Them man at different levels. I've for doing what I do now, I get to meet them in it, and like I have two global ambassadors for the brand. One's name's Kenny G, the perfect pair, and one's name's Mayer. Like they are massive sneakers. They're famous for their collections. You know what I'm saying? Mayer has 3,000 pairs of shoes, bro. His collection's worth nearly $1 million, like 750,000, roughly around that mark. He's based in New York, but then you got Kenny G, who's a perfect pair, but he's like he has 1,500 pairs, but his collection's worth of he's like 1.6 million.
Wow.
Like it's what they have. Do you get what I'm saying? Right, yawning. They are bare.
1 a.m.
Ain't Clark Kent
Clark
1 a.m.
Yeah, Clark Kent.
Ain't even main done.
He's a guy. He's definitely.
Who Jay-Z's guy?
Yeah. He's definitely.
He was actually at the NBA party.
Yeah.
That
one we went.
Yeah.
To in the thing.
Okay.
That's the day. We
That's
spoke
where I
about
first met him. He
NFTR.
knows my brethren, Magdi, they're friends. Anyway, but like, yeah, them guys' levels is different. Kenny G has pairs of Michael Jordan's actual shoes that he wore in like some of his last games and shit like that. Like, man has a Michael Jackson glove in his living room. Like, it's different levels, bro.
All right, cool. So let's just give us a quick roundup of like the recent things you've done with Crep Protect, like the NBA collaboration, the Adidas stuff, and where it's going.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like it's just going mad at the minute. Like I said, I'm in most retailers all up and down the country: JD Sports, Foot Locker, Size, Foot Asylum, Shoe.
Do you take those meetings yourself?
Some of them.
Okay.
Some of them. I mean,
How do you find that side of it? Saying you're not a trained salesman, so to speak.
At this point, it's like we have a guy called Steve who deals with sales and distribution. He used to run his own distribution company, and he used to take care of a load of brands. But now he just works directly with Crep Protect now because he's been in the game, he's experienced, he's he's dope. He's got the know-how, because obviously I can't go and say, no, I can, but you just want someone that can just do the job. He does the job, he knows it inside out, he's got connects, whatever. So now it's just a thing of, this works itself now, innit? It's like, people come and want it now. You ain't got to sell it so much no more. Do you know what I'm saying? You still have to work and maintain relationships with in stores that you're in, but as far as like new retailers and stuff, they pretty much come along now. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, here anyway. Do you know what I mean? There's always work to do in other countries.
How many countries are you in?
50 countries now.
50 countries?
Yeah, 50 countries. So that's like all through Asia, like Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines. Do you know what I'm saying? All those
this is definitely like, you're either a millionaire or it's definitely going to make you a millionaire. I just want to say that. Just in case people didn't know.
Australia,
there's a lot of people in Australia. There's a lot of swerving going on, man.
Australia, America. Do you know what I'm saying? Just going into Foot Locker in America now, so that's like a massive deal. Like, we've got Foot Locker Europe and UK, so that's covered. Do you know what I'm saying? It's doing well in those stores as well, man. And like, I've got 3 different products as well, so it's not even just that selling, it's that selling, and it's that selling. Do you get what I mean?
He wants to let you know, Posty, just in case you ain't know.
Oh,
that's even more money.
So how much did it cost you to start up? What was your initial investment? Yeah, you can throw that out there now. It's so far.
Nah.
Even if it was 50p, it would make it better for you, no? How much did you invest, Jay?
It's not
Your
like
initial, not your overall.
Nah, it's not like an investment. It's like, man, put together our peas and we. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, do you know what? To be honest, it wasn't crazy peas. Like, it wasn't crazy peas, but it had to be.
Was it over 10 grand?
It was about that.
Okay. Glad we're getting somewhere with the figures,
Initially, like, it might have been about that, around that. Do you know what I mean? So, obviously, it's the next thing now. But, so then, just been building that, just getting into more stores.
Can you let us know one thing though? Have you made your 10 grand back?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Made 10 grand back. So just with this, my thing is with the product, what I do is like, knowing what I know, working in areas that I've worked in for so long, having the connections that I have and relationships that I have. It's allowed the brand to leverage those people and these things to build it into what I want, because it's like, you got the can, you got the spray, you make videos, what else? You get what I'm saying? You have to ask yourself these questions, where you want to be situated in it and stuff like that. So it's like, with me, this has to be a lifestyle brand. This is our life. This is our lifestyle. You know what I mean? Everybody's fresh. You know what I mean? Wants to keep fresh, and that's just what we do. We like to stay in tip-top condition and keep our things in the same way. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, cool, you can create a lifestyle like this, you know what I mean? Like, I like to provide experience through the brand for people so that they don't forget. This is some more gems for them other companies, I suppose, as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Because this is what we do. That's different from everyone. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, learn.
It's like, provide the experience. It's not even to flex on, man, but it's like to provide that, because it's like, okay, you go and use that, but then what? Do you get what I'm saying? You might buy more, you might not. Do you get what I'm saying? My thing is like to provide the experience. Like, so, okay, I'm going to throw dope parties, dope launches. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to have a launch in the shard. You know why? Because it's NBA and it's a big deal, so I got to make it a big deal. Do you get what I'm saying? You come to the shard, you come to the NBA party, you're not going to forget that. Do you get what I'm saying? So next time you go in the shop, You might have never used Crep Protect in your life at that point. You come to this party, you enjoy yourself. You saw, you know, a nice setup, you know, a nice little party was put on for you. You go to the shop, they're going to try and sell you this other one. You're going to be like, you know, maybe not. I'm going to go with that one. I went to a good party the other day over there. That man treated man nice. You get what I'm saying? It's providing that experience and it's involving people in the brand that fit the brand. You get what I'm saying? You know, us. I keep referring to us because it's. I feel like it's us, innit?
I hear you.
Like I am you, you're me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not any smarter than you or you. Do you know what I mean? I know you're bare smart in that, but you went to school and that. But what I'm saying, no, but what I'm saying is...
You said I went to school and that?
No, but what I'm saying is it's like we learn things so naturally just through experience and what we've done. Do you get what I'm saying? Just to implement, to get a chance to implement it to something. This just shows you, innit? This is just a testament to that. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's a lot of other work that goes into stuff logistically and that, but you can have all the logistics in the world if you ain't got a desirable brand. No one's gonna, gonna buy into your stuff. Do you get what I mean?
How far do you think that your celebrity status assisted you with pushing the brand?
Celebrity, I wouldn't call myself a celebrity, but I'm saying in the beginning that it definitely helped me having certain relationships with people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was hustling this when I was on the road deep tours. Do you know what I'm saying? Running around, so I'm getting to be at the festivals in front of the right people. Do you know what I'm saying? All the stars that are around at that point, I'm just running up in their tents and like, yo, check this out. Do you know what I'm saying? So you might not have cared then, but you're gonna see it later down the line. Like, oh shit, that's what he was talking about. Or do you know what I'm saying? Or I can come and run up on you and say, yo, Viz, can you hold this for me? Take a picture with this. You know what I'm saying? Because man, we've got value in ourselves, innit? Like, you've got a value, everybody's got a value, and I understand that. We all understand it. You know, these companies know that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's helped in that sense because I just have the relationships with certain people that can help me grow my brand. That's why I'm always thankful to everyone that has helped. Even if you've done the smallest thing, do you get what I'm saying? You might shout it out here or took a picture of it there. Like, those are big deals, you get what I'm saying? Because that has definitely leveraged the brand, like, from the bottom up, do you get what I'm saying? Obviously now, there's a lot more things that go into promoting this and doing what it needs to do, but essentially it's the same thing as well. Do you know what I mean? Influencers and brand ambassadors, you get what I'm saying? That's how we move this brand forward, you get what I'm saying? I have BMX riders, Ryan Taylor, you got Kenny G, the perfect pair, Mayer, like some of the biggest sneakerheads in the world, all ambassadors for this brand that's then spread the word, you get what I'm saying, through their, socials or whatever it may be, do you get what I'm saying? Because they're trusted in their areas, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, just getting to do stuff like this, it then allows you to go and speak to the NBA, do you get what I'm saying? Because they're seeing what you're doing, and they're like, we like what you do, see, they're not just collaborating with anyone or allowing them to, do what they need to do. So it's building that and making it that thing that's allowed it to do that. You know what I'm saying? I remember in the beginning when certain stores didn't want to take the brand, I didn't sweat it because I understand from you just having a background in music where you're not just gonna go to the label and say sign me. They're not gonna sign you. You're gonna build up your thing from the bottom. Do all your bars, go to all the raves, make your name hot to the point where they can't not take you in, or do you get me, or sign you. Do you get what I'm saying? That's just what it was. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
Quickly before we wrap, who beat the most goals on tour, Roll Deep tour?
Me.
Wow. I just claimed it for himself and then I can't believe it.
I don't know.
Everyone else would just pass it at least to the next man.
No, I'm lying actually. I don't know. It might not have been me, but I did teeth one of Mango's things one time.
So dread, so out of water.
I'm chatting bare rubbish. Why you ask me the questions?
We'll let Manga come on here and tell the story. Respect, Jay. We're proud of you. Crep Protect.
Thank you.
Big up. Go get that. NFTR, not for the radio.
#NFTR.